Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from one of my favorite places, Gabarino's Homestyle Italian Restaurant in Norman.
We featured this place a few years ago, but we're back because they've grown. Gabarino's just moved from its original location in a small strip mall to a much larger space in the building once occupied by Chili's on Ed Noble Parkway. They still serve the same great food, but now to more people. We'll show you a few samples during the show. But first, we're taking things to the extreme.
With a trip to another place we have visited before, but now they've kicked it up a notch or two. Let's go along with Jason Grubbs to play laser tag at Extreme Racing in Broken Arrow.
Extreme racing and entertainment is a full day of fun. We've had a blast out here before, zipping around in their electric go-karts. And now you can get an even bigger break from reality with some virtual reality.
This looks like a big empty room with not a lot going on right now, but we've got a very specific mission. We got a whole bunch of zombies to take out, and I got a whole lot of big guys to help me.
You got to find the cure and you got to protect it. So during the game, all of these guys are coming your way. They are not nice. They're not happy.
First, it's off to the briefing room for instructions and gear. Choose one of 3 games to play with up to 8 of your buddies. 2 of them are zombie themes. The other is an out-of-this-world experience, fighting robots in space.
You really do leave Earth. You're out in space. You can see the Earth. You can see the rotation. You can see stars, the sun, all of that.
This 2,000 square foot room is the full free roam area your mission's going to take place in.
We have to kill zombies. That's about it. We have to kill a helicopter boss, and we just really had to get out of the city and survive.
With your goggles and headset on, you're in a different world.
Unbelievable.
It was incredible. Loved it.
Most fun I've had in a long, long time.
I think it surprised you how realistic it is.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Every time you do it, you find some new kind of thing.
You're not tethered to anything, so your range of motion is only limited by the walls.
If you get too close to those walls, a warning pops up in your goggles.
The game is programmed, customized to our space. So it knows it's tracking your movement entirely. It even tracks the speed of your movement. So even if you broke the rules and you got going a little fast, the game will even tell you, slow down, watch your speed.
Our mission today, find the cure, protect it, and save the world, all while fighting off some pretty nasty looking zombies.
It feels like it's totally real, like you're pretty much in real life.
I mean, you do feel like you're in a building with just very narrow walkways, and then the zombies can come from 3 or 4 different directions.
It really does feel like you're really walking the ledge of a building and jumping onto a helicopter. It really feels like it, though.
It does take a little getting used to. It's really cool. There's one scene where you get in a helicopter and a fan goes above head, and it's like really realistic.
Depending on what game you pick, the missions can take 30 to 45 minutes to complete. Be prepared to come out of this room having had a great time.
That's some good stuff. It's good stuff the whole way.
Oh, it's pretty great. I'll be back most definitely.
At Extreme Racing and Entertainment in Broken Arrow, I'm Jason Grubbs with Discover Oklahoma.
Extreme Racing is located in Broken Arrow at 708 West Kenosha Street. Read more about hours and admission prices on their website, extremetulsa.com.
After a fast-paced time at a place like that, you might be ready to sit back and relax at a place like this in our next story.
Tina McGarry takes us to the Sneaky Tiki on Lake Texoma near Meade.
Some call it a hidden treasure off the shores of Lake Texoma.
It's a good little secret we have out here in Texoma.
The Sneaky Tiki restaurant and brewery is cool and casual with a tropical theme and fun atmosphere, but the main attraction is the food.
We're known for our shrimp and our burgers and steaks. So we hand pack our own burgers and we hand cut our own steaks and we cook them to order.
The menu boasts variety. For starters, try the Tiki cheese fries. Melted cheese, bacon, they are loaded with deliciousness. Or try one of the fresh and flavorful salads. Maybe a mouth-watering burger and onion rings. It is all so good. And it was hard, but we saved some room for dessert too. We couldn't decide between the fried ice cream and the molten chocolate lava cake, so we had both.
I love the people here. The atmosphere is wonderful, and
the food. The food's fabulous.
And that's why Patty Ryan is a regular. She eats here a couple times a week and has a few favorites.
They have to come try the shrimp. Once they try the shrimp, they'll keep coming back.
So this is that world famous sneaky tiki shrimp that everybody talks about. Comes from the Antarctic region, about 3,000 feet down. It's a little bit like lobster and a little bit like crab. This is delicious.
We've got some customers that come for our food from Clinton, Oklahoma. They make the drive. It's 3.5, 4 hour drive down here just to eat our shrimp, and then they turn around and go home.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Sneaky Tiki is family friendly, but also offers adult beverages for guests of age.
We also brew a couple craft brews. We have a Belgian ale and an Irish red ale, and we have some other craft brews available on hand as well that we serve.
Guests can enjoy the patio or sit by the pool, soak up the sun, or choose a shady spot. It's a great spot to enjoy live entertainment.
During the summer months, on Friday and Saturdays, we'll either have karaoke or steel drums out by the pool, and later on in the night, we have live music up here on our bandstand.
A fun little gift shop offers a variety of Sneaky Tiki tees, tanks, swimsuits, and souvenirs. Sneaky Tiki is casual and family friendly. The menu has a wide variety, and we found the steaks and seafood taste more upscale, like fine dining.
We want all our guests to feel that they're maybe not in Oklahoma or on vacation. We want them to have a good time. So they come here and they can relax and eat good food.
Would come and eat at the Sneaky Tiki because I love it here, and they would too.
At Lake Texoma, I'm Tina McGarry, Discovering Oklahoma.
The Sneaky Tiki is located at 3262 US Highway 70. Keep in mind they're closed on Sunday and Monday.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
There's all kinds of wildlife back there. There's sandbars back there. You kind of just go out there and get lost for about an hour or two.
How you can feel like you're miles away in the heart of the city.
Our coconut cream pie was our original pie, and then we went from, to chocolate.
Plus the place in Enid where the locals say the pie is perfect.
You'd have to go to Scottsdale, Santa Fe, Estes Park to find the kind of things that we carry in here in a little town in Oklahoma.
And shop like you've been all over without ever leaving the state. We show you where a little bit later right here on Discover Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Department of Agritourism salutes the Rusty Nail in Sulphur. Enjoy an afternoon at this winery and bistro.
Want to discover even more about the show? Go online and watch Discover Oklahoma anywhere, anytime. Catch up on missed episodes, track down interesting locations, and submit your own story ideas. Start exploring today at discoveroklahomatv.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the new, larger location of Gabarino's home-style Italian restaurant in Norman. So many great dishes and desserts here.
Absolutely, and we say go ahead and indulge yourself. It's fine. In Oklahoma, there's all kinds of ways to get rid of those extra calories. In fact, Shelley Mills is going to show us how with a visit to a place called Flat Tide.
For a fun, peaceful way to get outdoors this summer, this is something you've got to try.
Out at Lake Overholser on any given day, you'll find a small crowd making their way onto the water, headed north on paddleboards and kayaks.
All you do is you come out and we supply everything for you. We supply the board, the paddle, the safety things you need.
There's no big shop, just this truck with everything you need for a day on the water.
There's all kinds of wildlife back there. There's sandbars back there. You can bring lunch, a couple drinks, have a picnic out there. So you kind of just go out there and get lost for about an hour or two.
Both kayaks and paddleboards are available to rent by the hour or for the whole day. Owner Eric Papapis says while the kayaking is fun, he encourages everyone to give the paddleboards a try.
Paddleboard is the #1 growing water sport in the world right now. So we're trying to get more people involved in paddleboarding.
Justin and Jasmine came out looking to kayak, but once here, they decided to give the paddleboards a try.
I think it's really cool. I will probably have to jump in and save her, so I'm looking forward to that. It'll be fun and a good day for sure.
And they weren't the only ones. How can we tell you about it if we don't give it a try? I strapped on the safety belt, hopped on a board, and floated out with Eric as my guide. It took a little muscle and a quick lesson on how to use the paddle, but before long, we were off. Once past the noise of Route 66, the water quickly becomes a peaceful place to explore. Leading into the south part of the Stinchcombe Wildlife Refuge, we ducked through some brush, maneuvered around a few limbs, catching a glimpse of a family of deer resting in the woods. After about an hour of exploring, we made our way back. A great experience for those of all ages. Shelley Mills, Discover Oklahoma.
If you're ready to hit the water, head out to Lake Overholser in Bethany and look for the rental stand. Now, one thing you do need to know, there's no age limit, but the boards aren't recommended for kids under 8. Now, kids of all ages, though, love this next location.
They sure do. For over 40 years, people have been grabbing a bite to eat or a sweet treat from Katie's Pantry in Enid. The old saying goes, life's short, eat dessert first. Well, Katie's Pantry in Enid is the perfect place to put that advice into practice. This 40-year-old establishment started out with several sweet treats and a few lunch items and has blossomed into a full-fledged restaurant since then.
There just wasn't any place to go eat a good piece of pie and to sit and visit and drink coffee. And somehow I kind of got elected to do it. We just had one salad, that was our spinach salad. We had quiche, our menu grew.
Pies, cakes, cookies, bars, pastries, pretty much anything your sweet tooth could desire, you'll find it right here. Everything at Katie's Pantry is handmade and all of the goodies are Katie's personal recipes.
I feel like everything we make is good.
The bakery cases are stocked with several kinds of pies made fresh daily.
Our coconut cream pie was our original pie, and then we went from, to chocolate, and we do a butterscotch, and of course fruit. We kind of started out, fruit pie was a cherry and an apple, and now we do all kinds of fruit pies. We do cheesecake, cinnamon rolls, we do some cherry danishes, and then bars. We do a pumpkin bar that we do year-round. We did the Mississippi Mud, the Hello Dollies, and the lemon bars.
You really can't go wrong with anything you choose from the sweet treats, but folks from the Enid area will tell you Katie's cookies are the best cookies you'll ever taste.
Well, we've always had our cookies. I'll have grown-ups come in and say, I grew up on your cookies.
While you're here picking up something sweet, stay for lunch. The menu includes sandwiches, soups, salads, and more.
I ordered the chicken salad, and it is delicious. I think they roast and pull the chicken themselves, is what I'm guessing, because it's very flavorful. They gave me a tour of the desserts, which are to die for. We got peach to share afterwards.
Katie says the best sellers for lunch are the chicken tetrazzini, the turkey club sandwich, and the grilled cheese.
This is great. I'll come back.
They also offer casseroles and salads ready to go for you to pick up for dinner for you and your family. Plan your trip to Katie's Pantry for delicious goodies and great meals, all made with love for the past 40 years.
It's just been here for so long. I hope it's just a fun place to be.
Katie's Pantry also has a location in Tulsa at the Farm Shopping Center. Both locations are closed on Sundays. Hit up their website, katiespantry.com, to see the full menu and hours they're open.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
And it's got a lot of flavors that, again, are not necessarily common to the Oklahoma palate.
A new twist on an old Oklahoma favorite, why you'll want to try this barbecue joint.
Our biggest customers are the Pawnees and the Osage, and they're our great friends as well.
And the shopping spot where the buffalo roam and why you have got to get there, coming up when Discover Oklahoma continues. This portion of Discover Oklahoma is brought to you by Post Oak Lodge in Tulsa. Don't miss their Wine and Jazz Festival over Labor Day weekend.
Set a course for excitement with your free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. It's your all-in-one handbook for outdoor inspiration. Cabins, campsites, comfy lodges, breathtaking adventures, and so much more. Order yours at travelok.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the new patio at Gabarino's Home-Style Italian Restaurant in Norman.
This is absolutely one of my favorite Italian restaurants in the state, and I'm thrilled they moved to a larger location just around the corner from their original location.
Time now for another story sent in to us from one of our viewers.
We received an email from this one person telling us we had to check out a place called Where the Buffalo Roam in Pawnee.
So we sent out photojournalist Casey Kennedy to check out what it's all about.
I think people would want to come to Pawnee for the historic part of it, the sandstone buildings, the historic buildings, the wonderful people, the great places to eat and shop. We're not the only good shop or storefront that there is. There's others. It's a great place to spend an afternoon. Where the Buffalo Roam is an upscale trading post. So we deal a lot with Pendleton, Native American jewelry. Our biggest customers are the Pawnees and the Osage, and they're our great friends as well.
We have evolved from mostly things that women buy to things that we like. We try to make it unique. The things you'll find in here you won't find in any place like this around. You'd have to go to Scottsdale, Santa Fe, Estes Park to find the kind of things that we carry in here in a little town in Oklahoma. And we realize that not everybody's going to want to buy it, but people enjoy nice things, and we've got a store full of nice things here.
Most of our jewelry is sterling silver. A lot of it's American Indian made, not all of it, but we have a good selection, a very unique selection. A disbursement of good antiques and antiquities, artifacts. You're going to find a lot of Pendleton in this store. We all love Pendleton and, have for generations. They were used as trading blankets for the American Indians. They still use them today and give them as gifts. It's a very important part of their culture. I have a dear friend that takes Pendleton blankets and recreates furniture with that.
I started doing it on unloved furniture that I thought was unique, and I thought, what could make this prettier? And Pendleton makes everything pretty. So I started covering with Pendleton, and the Franks approached me about carrying it in their store, which was a dream for me because they have a wonderful store and a perfect store to sell my Pendleton items.
It's a fun place to visit. We always used to kind of say that Pawnee could be Stillwater's playground because you can come here and have the Pawnee Indian traditions. There's the Pawnee Indian Cultural Museum is here, plus it's the home of the Pawnee Nation. So it's just it's a great place to live and be and make great friends.
Where the Buffalo Roam is located at 648 Harrison in Pawnee. They're open 10 to 5 Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
We've been in business since 1930, the oldest single-family owned barbecue restaurant in Oklahoma.
We check out the menu and do a little taste testing when Discover Oklahoma continues. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Create your ultimate Oklahoma bucket list with this year's free Oklahoma travel guide. Discover captivating culture, heart-pounding adventure, ultimate relaxation. This bucket list can't be missed. Order yours free today at travelok.com.
We've had a great time today checking out the new location of Gabarino's home-style Italian restaurant in Norman.
You bet, and contrary to what many in my family think, there is more to life than Italian food, although that's way up there. They also love barbecue, so it's time to check out what they're serving up at Van's Pig Stand in Shawnee. If there is any tasty cuisine that could give the old-fashioned apple pie a run for its money, it might just be barbecue.
It's great, great.
What did you have?
Pulled pork sandwich and their fries.
Consistency is a huge factor to keep folks coming back, particularly when it comes to barbecue. Van's Pig Stand has all of that and more down to a science. In fact, they are so good, they are known for more than just one item.
Our ribs, we're known for our ribs and our smoked brisket and the pig sandwich, which is, that's kind of our staple item that we've been selling since the day we opened in 1930, is a pig sandwich, which is, pork on a bun with our homemade barbecue relish.
Now, there's nothing wrong with tweaking a product every so often, especially when what the customers are wanting changes a little.
Now, over the years, as people's tastes are evolving, we used to use more of a cubed style of pork. We've switched to the pulled pork, and we still have that relish, and it's available for those who want it. But the modern palate doesn't necessarily go there as much, so we're actually selling more of the sandwiches without that relish on it now than we are with, which I think it's awesome with the relish. I think it's best with the relish, but that's what people like.
It comes down to people just like eating at Van's Pig Stand.
They have good service, food's fast, and it's always good.
What's some of your favorite things?
Either the brisket or ribs. I like the way that the smoke is, and then I like their barbecue sauce as well.
Van's barbecue sauce is, I think, extremely tasty. I'm a big fan.
It's a very complex barbecue sauce. It's got a lot more spices than your average barbecue sauce, and it's got a lot of flavors that, again, are not necessarily common to the Oklahoma palate. It's really, really unique. You know, people ask if it's a sweet sauce or a smoky sauce or a Carolina or this or that. And it's its very own unique flavor. And I think it's really well balanced, and it's got a lot of depth to it that most barbecue sauces don't have.
Now, I love their pig sandwich and that relish, but the ribs here, yeah, when the meat hits that smoke, it's a match made in heaven. I'd like to know what they use in their rub, but that's a secret. But how they prepare the ribs is not.
There's no boiling in the process, there's no steam in the process. It's all just done on our rotisserie smokers. They're fueled with gas, but the flavor's given to them through all the logs. You know, we use real stick wood, hickory wood that we put on our smokers.
It's amazing. I love the ribs.
What's good about it?
They're just tender and good. I don't know, they're just really well. They have the best ribs in town.
As for their desserts, well, Van's is tops in that category too, and the recipes have been passed down from Jev's grandmother.
We do carrot cakes, we do pecan pie, at times we do apple pie. We've also got a rum pie, which is a really, really old tradition.
They also have chocolate cake, two of my favorites, ice cream pie and banana pudding. Their sides include baked beans and okra, but their number one seller are the curly Q fries.
Good barbecue food. I usually get a pig sandwich, and a lot of times I get a dinner. Just have a good meal. It's really good food. I mean, they got a lot of variety. They got, you know, brisket and ribs. The ribs are really good too.
Combining good food, good service, consistency, tradition, and just creating good old-fashioned barbecue, well, you can't go wrong.
We're a fantastic, locally owned family business. We've been in business since 1930, the oldest single-family owned barbecue restaurant in Oklahoma. It is a real tradition for a lot of folks who've grown up with us.
Van's Pig Stand has 2 locations in Shawnee, along with restaurants in Purcell, Norman, and more.
A huge thank you to the folks here at Gabarino's for hosting us today. You'll find their new, larger location on Ed Noble Parkway in Norman. You can't miss the sign from I-35. They're open from 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. 7 days a week, and they do serve a special brunch on Sundays. Hit up their website, gabarinos.com, to check out the menu.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we'll catch a little air in Ardmore.
And we'll sit down for a great farm-to-table meal in the heart of Oklahoma City. Don't miss Discover Oklahoma next Saturday night.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.